Felt uncomfortable talking about that because I grew up in a country that was very secular. I don't feel uncomfortable talking about that stuff anymore. I'm going to talk about God. I'm going to talk about my faith because that's what Charlie would want. And I think it's the best way to honor my friend.
When JD said that, something broke in the reality of neutral. He's saying, I will now be aggressively, unapologetically, consistently, passionately, clearly public about my faith. And when you have one of the highest authorities in the land saying that, something's changed and something's shifted. Mm-hmm. And Charlie was doing that when it was dangerous and when it was costly and when very few other people would do it. And now you're seeing the prophets go first. And right? It feels like talking publicly about Jesus now could start becoming a cultural norm where it was culturally disadvantageous before, which is pretty wild to think about.
It's called Christian nationalism that merges Christianity as it's been practiced in America for, centuries with a very specific interpretation of what the founding fathers wanted, what Aristotle wanted. This strain of interpretation of the Bible merged Christianity and protecting the Western civilization values into one and the same thing.
All right, so that's Tina Nguyen from Verge. I think she's at The Verge. She was with Puck. She's been with Political. I've actually known her for a long time. She's always been very nice to me and a stand-up operator. She is misinterpreting the signs of the times, but we can get into that in just a second. I told her that. Let's go ahead and play cut 8. This is Don Lemon talking about something similar.
What we saw in that arena was not simply faith-finding public expression. It was religious nationalism on full display.
Mark, is that the truth?
Our nation is founded on rights. We are told that those rights come not from government, they come from God, and that God has authority over government. And as Pastor Josh said previously, you get anarchy, you get globalism, and nationalism is what God says is best for human life and flourishing. The first attempt at globalism is back in Genesis in a place called Babel. They all have the same language, they all get together, and they're trying to chase the counterfeit vision of a perfect life on earth without God.
And this is one of the things with TPUSA Faith that we did. We said, churches, if you don't speak into this void that will be filled by people that do not share your values. We're saying speak up, stand up, and speak into the public arena because we are losing our country. The most important thing, and Charlie always says this, was preach the gospel. Yeah. The second most important thing is to make sure you can do the first.
That's right.
And so stand up, church.
That's right.
Fill the void. Do not be cowards.
If the pulpits of America don't disciple the culture will disciple the culture to themselves because secularism has a God, and it's the God of self. To connect everything in life under the sun to the reality of the gospel, and that's what Charlie did, I believe, in such a powerful way. Sex, relationships, politics, governments, and nations, connecting them to the reality of God, most explicitly found in Jesus Christ in the gospel.